This device is known as a conductometer. It has 5 different metals on it. This is brass, iron, aluminum, stainless steel, and copper. Each end has an opening in it, and I'm going to fill the opening with some wax using a candle. I then heat the end just enough to melt the wax and stick in a paper clip. Allow the wax to harden, and we do that for each of the 5 metals. So it's all ready. Then I can heat it over the flame. Now, this is a rather cool flame, so it can take quite a while for it to warm up. So what I'm going to do is, instead of using the flame here, is to use a torch. The propane torch that I'm using actually is just a regular plumbing torch available at any hardware store. And I'm going to use that to heat up the center. It just heats it much faster than the alcohol burner. So I'm applying the heat to the center up. Oh, you can see that the copper has conducted the heat the fastest, followed by aluminum. So as the heat is conducted to the end, the wax melts and the paper clip at the end then falls over. So it's copper, aluminum, and now here goes brass. And you can see that iron and stainless steel are both rather poor conductors of heat. Finally, there goes the iron, and the stainless steel is then last. A simple conductometer can be made using 3 common wires: aluminum, iron, and copper. Aluminum wire and copper wire are readily available from an electrician. As aluminum wire used to be widely used for electrical wiring in homes, and copper wire, of course, is still widely used. Should use a number 12 gauge for both the aluminum and the copper. And what I've done is to actually join the wires together by twisting them so that the copper is wrapped around the aluminum wire and the iron wire, twist it tightly, and then I've also twisted the aluminum wire around the iron. And then I put a little bit of solder on it. I heated it up with a torch and soldered the joint so that the wires are on tight. And then I put a cork on the end as a holder. To indicate when the heat has reached a certain point, we can put a little bit of wax on the wire, and I'll use a candle to drop some wax on the wire, roughly the same distance from the ends. And then we'll hang a paper clip, half a paper clip, on the wire. And we'll just heat that up momentarily so the wax melts, and then as it cools, the wax will then solidify and the paper clip will be held in a rigid position. So we allow that to cool. So now I can turn my conductometer upside down and heat it at the junction of the three metals. The paper clips are hanging upside down, and once the heat reaches them, they will then fall off. There goes the aluminum and the copper. So iron is certainly not a great conductor of heat. So it takes the longest to conduct the heat, as we also saw with the other conductometer.